In problem number 5, a farmer had a total of 700 goats and sheep. If he sold 3/4 of his goats and 400 sheep, he would have an equal number of goats and sheep left. How many more sheep than goats did he have in the beginning? Well, we know that after the two things happen, he sells off 3/4 of his goats and 400 of his sheep. He then has an equal number of goats and sheep left. So in the end, he has the same number of goats and sheep represented by those rectangles there. Now, what did he do to get to that point? Well, he sold off 3/4 of his goats. So if he sold off 3/4 of his goats, in the end he only had 1/4 left, which means that there should have been 3 more of those boxes worth of goats sold off. So he sold off 3 out of 4 of his sections of goats there and would have wound up with only 1 left. Then he sold off 400 of his sheep and ended up with the same number of sheep as goats. So we know that there were 400 sheep sold off, so that they had the same number of sheep as goats left over. Well, that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those equal sections plus 400 has to equal 700. Well, if we let each of those rectangles represent X number of animals, then originally there were 5 times X plus 400 equals 700 animals. Subtract 400 from both sides and we end up with the fact that those 5 rectangles worth of animals add up to 300 animals, or each rectangle represents 60 animals. So originally, how many goats were there? 4 times 60, or 240 goats. And there were 460 sheep. And the question asked is, how many more sheep than goats did he have at the beginning? And that would be 460 minus 240. And so there would be 460 minus 240, or 220 more sheep than goats in the beginning.